Okay, it is Saturday, June the 6th, and I'm going to be explaining some of the trades that I took this week. Starting off with GBP USD. So, on GBP USD, this was on a, let's see, this was Tuesday, okay. So, I took a trade right here, right? Market came up to this resistance zone. I had my stop loss right up here in this high, at this high, and market formed market structure. And when market structure got formed, I put my stop loss above this high right here. So let me put this a little bit more back. Okay, so right here, right? I got in right here when it came up to this area right here, right? It pushed up, but then it started to go down. So instead of having my stop loss all the way up here, I moved it and put it right above it. What happened was I got stopped out during New York session, pre-New York session. But then I woke up the next day and I saw that it didn't really break above, you know? Like we're at this major 4 hour resistance zone right here. If we go to the 4 hour right here, this is a 4 hour resistance zone. It didn't come up and retest and go up, right? Instead it show a lot of bearish candles right here. It looked like it was respecting this area still. And once I had an alert right here around this area. So when the market came right here, I was looking for a break and retest. So it gave it to me. So right here, it came down here, right? And I waited for a pullback and I got in and I targeted a 1 to 2. So the trade looks something like this. Right here. Market came down, it hit my alert. I had my alert right here where this little blue rectangle is at. Yep. Right here, got in at the retest. Had my stop loss right here. Targeted a 1 to 2. And take profit got hit the next day. And I also placed the trade on AUD USD on the same day, Tuesday. Was it AUD USD? Yes. So it was right here. So AUD USD and GBP USD, they are both correlated. They move kind of the same, but not always. But the same thing goes for AUD USD. I saw that it was at a resistance zone, right? And the same scenario played out, right? It came up, it respected this resistance zone. It didn't come to the next high and retest. It didn't do that. Instead, came up. It looked like it wanted to go up, but then we started consolidating. When I saw that, I was like, okay, this looks like it wants to go down. So I got in literally, I want to say around right here. So wait for a little pullback. Yeah, I got in around right here. So I put my stop loss up here, and my risk reward was a 1 to 1.5. So TP also got hit on this trade. So on Tuesday I won 2 trades, and also on USD I lost this trade. Yeah, I lost right here. So let me put this on replay mode. Okay. So on USD I had this resistance zone marked up. Right? Market should have, well, this right here, this is a support zone. But it was supposed to bounce from right there. but it didn't. Instead, it broke below it. So I was like, okay, broke below it. Now I'm waiting for a retest to go in for shorts. So the trade will look something like this. I went for 1 to 1.5 risk to reward. So it went up. I took this trade during Asian session, right? And then I woke up during New York session and I saw that I was in profit, but there was news and this shit just spiked up and I got out at a very small loss. So market structure got created. I initially had my stop loss all the way up here, but since market structure got created, I moved my stop loss to like right here. It was actually lower. It was more like right here. But I took a very small loss on this trade. And then I also took a loss on Euro USD that day. So it was a stupid trade. It was this trade right here. So market came right here to the support zone. Right? I got in at the zone. I had my stop loss like down here. And it just blew right fucking past it. So as I saw that it started to go down with no like signs of bullish momentum, I decided to close the trade like around right here. But then I went to USD JPY. I did want to take a trade on this pair, but there was no clean setup. As you can see, USD JPY, like, it's so choppy. Like, we're on an uptrend, but look, we like came up, we disrespected this support zone, we like broke down, came down to the middle of fucking nowhere. Just had to go up, come down again to the middle of nowhere, and it's just like doing this weird shit, right? When the market is doing that, you don't want to be trading. You don't want to be placing trades on these market conditions. And then I went to USD JPY, and I said, okay, this chart looks cleaner. So, right, market came down. I had this support level marked up. Right, there's a 50% chance. I told myself there's a 50% chance of it bouncing right here, right? And it came down here, and it bounced, right? And when it started to go up, I got in like around right here. And I put my stop loss like something like this, and I targeted the high. Well, I actually got in lower because my risk to reward was like, from up here to up here, it was a 1 to 1.7, I believe it was. But here's the thing, I got out at a risk to reward of 1 to 1.5 because it was Friday and, you know, I didn't want to be like in this trade. And also I had like some like, I was like in drawdown, so I was like, okay, I need to make some money back, which was, you know, kind of a mistake at my end, but I'm going to learn from it. And yeah, I got out a little bit early because I knew it was a Friday and the markets, you know, they close on the weekend. And because, you know, I just got scared, you know, I thought it was going to reverse. Like right here, it was like starting to go down. Like it was literally at my TP, but it started like fucking around right here. I was like, oh my god, you know, let me just get out and take my money. But then right now I'm in this trade on NCD USD. Here, let me log in into my broker. Okay, I'm currently in this trade right now. So market came down to this support zone. And I know I said that, you know, it was a Friday, markets closed. But this trade just looked good, man. Like, I didn't want to miss out on it. And, yeah, right now I'm in profit. This can, like, fucking come down, right? Then I'll look like for a retest. But, yeah, I'm going for a risk to reward of 1 to 1.9. Basically a 1 to 2. But, yeah, these are some of the trades that I took. And overall, it was a profitable week.